Alright guys and girls, this is Jerningham here, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news, UK could face 3 hours power cuts over the winter, not the summer. What does this mean? Some houses in the UK will be out of electric for 3 hours. When will this happen? Some people would say this isn't like the Cold War of the UK having this. Other parts of the world probably haven't got this problem because we were part of the EU, then we left because of Brexit and the European Union. That's a different matter. But anyway, what does this mean? You'd feel like you're in a war again, back in the olden days. World War One, World War Two. But could it get worse? Will things kick off? Will rioting happen because of this power shortage? Or you have to do some things certain times of the day? Will people just get on with it? Or will people not stand for it? If they want to play the games, if they want to wash the clothes, or use a tumble dryer, or watch TV. Let's see, guys, girls, ladies, and what they say about this.
Well, the National Grid releases its winter outlook every year, and it sets out a series of demand and supply scenarios for both gas and electricity. And in this instance, there are quite a few headlines to deal with. The first is that in order to help manage demand, the National Grid has launched a framework scheme. It's calling
the National Grid that will plant blackouts could be imposed in some areas of Britain. Gas supplies are running during the winter. I don't know if it's every part of Scotland, Northern Ireland, Wales, and UK, but probably certain parts.
Of morning and evening. This scheme would be run via electricity suppliers. It is voluntary and it will run from November through to March. And the reason the National Grid is so keen to ask consumers and businesses to reduce demand is because it is also saying, as part of its winter outlook report, that it is concerned in the very worst case scenario that supply might not be able to meet demand. And it outlines, we must stress this is a worst case scenario, a situation like this. It says in a very, very cold period of weather, which is also very still, which would of course reduce our capacity to generate wind power, when there was also problems importing electricity from European counterparts, and a significant gas shortage, which would reduce the ability of our gas-fired power stations to make electricity. At that point, there could be planned blackouts for British households. Now, in a statement, the spokesperson of the National Grid said, in the unlikely event we were in this situation, it would mean some customers could be without power for predefined periods during the day. Generally, this is assumed to be for 3-hour blocks, adding that the exact number of people left without electricity would depend on the extent of the gas shortages, because, of course, the UK gets 40% of its electricity from gas-fired power stations. Now, this will be a real blow to Liz Truss, who has been very reluctant to talk about individual behaviour change and has also promised there will be no rationing in the UK this winter. And government spokesperson said in response to the release of these winter
no rationing for food,
we are confident in our plans to protect households and businesses in the full range of scenarios this winter in the light of Russia's illegal war in Ukraine. And that spokesperson also emphasised that Britain is not so dependent on Russian energy imports and of course has access to domestic supplies from the North Sea and of course renewable energy as well. But there is no doubt about it. This warning in a very worst case scenario of planned blackouts for British consumers will be alarming to many.
Yeah, that's what they said about it. So I need to figure out what it said after this advert on the TV. That woman's fashion clothes, they're talking about the TV as well. I mean, everybody wants to dress good. Put that in there too. So I think it's March until November. November till March, blackouts. But what would you guys and girls and ladies and gentlemen think about this? Do you reckon it's right? Do you reckon it's wrong? Could things get worse? Does this mean World War III? Could do. People will kick off over this. They won't put up with this. But some people say tough. It is what it is. But anyway, guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining this video. And we'll see you next one. Take it easy. Peace.